Hello and welcome, my friends. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. And today we are going to work from head to toes. And we're going to get the entire body. And we're going to do it as efficiently and as gently as possible. So if you are just looking for just a really good whole body release of tension and tightness, improve your flexibility, range of motion, decrease pain and discomfort, you are in the right place. So without further ado, my friends, let's step to the top of the mat. And feet are hip width apart. We're just going to roll those shoulders up and back and let the shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Up and back and shoulders slide down and away. I want you to begin at the crown of the head, and I want your sensations to feel as though that there were a string coming right out of the top of the head. Somebody gently pulling, lifting you to stand just a little bit taller. Close your eyes. I want you to squeeze your eyes shut, clench your jaw, and then relax the face. I want you to do that again. Close your eyes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nobody's there to see you. You can look as silly as you want. Just squeeze it all, and then release. Relax. Now just open and close the jaw lightly. You can make it as big as you want. Now just gently let that lower jaw fall down and away from the top jaw. And we're going to just gently move the jaw from side to side. Nothing super fast. Just isolating that lower jaw. Now relax it and gently tuck your chin towards your chest. So if you are one of those who is a teeth grinder, a jaw locker when you're sleeping or when you get stressed, that is a wonderful stretch. Just help and let go of tension in that jaw and the neck at the base of the head. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Bring the hands behind your head, either interlacing your hands or just stacking your hands, and then just release the weight of the head back into those hands. Open up those elbows. Just breathe. Inhaling it back up nice and tall, and this time let the hands be heavy as you draw the head forward. We're not necessarily pulling that head down, just relaxing the weight of the arms. Inhale, head up nice and tall, elbows wide, and gently release those arms down by your sides. Let's bring the hands around behind us, and we're going to take that right hand holding onto that left wrist and pull that left arm across the back of your body. And then gently take your gaze out over that left shoulder. And a little tuck of your chin down towards that left collarbone. And just breathe. Inhale, lift your gaze, turn it back to face front, release the arms, and we take now that left hand, taking a hold of the right wrist, and we're going to pull that right arm across the body, and then turn and take your gaze out over that right shoulder. Little tuck of your chin down towards that right collarbone, stretching through the neck and the shoulder. So just slowly, progressively moving down the body. Inhale, lift your gaze, turn it back to face front. Release the arms, big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. And we're going to turn and take our gaze out over that right shoulder. Just turn as far as you can turn. And turn it back to center. And turn and look out over that left shoulder. Just as far as you can turn. Noticing if one side's a little more hesitant, a little more restricted than the other. Inhale it back to center. Stress can manifest in the neck. We want to let it go. Tip that right ear towards the right shoulder. Now with that right ear tipped towards the shoulder, reach with your left fingertips as far down your leg as you can reach. Lifting your head back to neutral, and then exhaling that left ear towards the left shoulder. So our face is still facing front, and that left ear is just drawn down. Now let's reach with those right fingertips as far as you can reach down towards the floor. This feels amazing. I never hold a ton of stress in my neck, but definitely a little bit because I always feel this. It's never a non-event. Inhaling it up nice and tall, reach to the sky, turn your palms to face front, spread your fingers wide, and as you exhale, pull those elbows back and down, cactus arms. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, pull. I just felt a little crack in my back. Oh, that felt good. Inhale, reach. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, pull it down. Cactus arms. Open that chest. Gaze to the sky. Really activating through that upper and middle back. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, left arm comes down. Right arm reaches high. A lateral flexion. Reaching and lengthening from fingertip to fingertip. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, other side. So as you move and come into the different poses, different stretches, if your body pops and cracks, it's all good, guys. Just make sure there's no pain. Inhale, reach. Let's do that 1 more time each side. Reach it up. This time, if you like, lean a little bit further. Reach a little bit farther. Inhale, come back up. Both arms reach. And as you exhale, right hand down, left arm up. And if you like, reach it up and over, creating that crescent shape. Stretching through those ribs, those intercostal muscles. Inhale, let both arms come up. And exhale, release it down. Let's bend the knees, placing the hands just above the knees. Feet are hip width apart. Let's take a big breath in and press the chest forward, arch your back. Gaze to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest. Press your spine towards the back, tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through, arch your back, gaze to the sky. And exhale, hollow. Again, inhale, press it through, arch your back, standing cat and cow, just working on mobility. Exhale it to cat, flexibility, range of motion, back to center, reach to the sky, and exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Yeah, just let yourself melt. First forward fold, kind of like your first down dog. Just this, oh my goodness. And you really feel all the different sensations. Are we tight through the backs of the legs? Are we tight in that lower back? How about those glutes? Just let those arms be heavy. Let's bring the hands to the elbows and hold on. And we're going to sway side to side. Big, full, deep breaths. Coming back to center. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes, reaching those forearms towards the mat. And then centering your weight. And let's shift it forward once again, reaching those forearms towards the mat. Just lengthening down that spine, down the backs of the legs, and back to center we go. Relax those arms. Let's inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Holding your plank, toes or knees, lengthening through the crown of the head, lifting out of the shoulders. Always better to have your hips be a little bit higher than to let those hips sag. So always better to be a little bit higher or on those knees. But we want to do our best not to arch the back and let those hips sag. So really feel that length and that strength. Create that nice plank position. As you exhale, lift your hips to down dog. Oh, and here's that down dog. Ah, yes. If you have not fallen in love with down dog yet, give yourself a little time. You will. It's one of those poses that you will actually crave because it just feels so great. Opening up those shoulders, lengthening down the backs of the legs, lengthening that spine. Let's bend the knees, alternate. Just walk it out. Big, full, deep breaths. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Let's inhale it to high plank. And exhale it back to down dog. 2 more times just like that. Inhaling it to plank. So we're promoting strength. Range of motion in the shoulders, flexibility in the hips. that length down the backs of the legs. This is our last one. Meeting back in down dog. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes to the sky. Exhale and sweep that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Toes are slightly turned out. Let your hips be heavy. Feeling that stretch to the groin, into your hip. If you like, shift your weight to that left hand. Right arm extends to the sky. Reach it up. High as you can reach. Lengthen. Breathe. Exhale, releasing that right hand down. Press it back. Extend right leg to the sky. And gently release it down. Holding your down dog or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. And we shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Toes are slightly off. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky. Reach it up. High as you can reach. Lift out of that right shoulder. But let those hips be heavy. Great stretch through the hips, through the groin. As you exhale, releasing that left hand to the inside of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back. Extend left leg to the sky. And gently release it down. Let's walk the hands, or walk the feet towards the hands. And we're going to open up those feet about the width of the mat, turning your toes slightly out, and just relax the weight of the upper body. A little deeper stretch, my friends, we're going to get into for those shoulders. If you have really tight shoulders, put me on pause for just a moment. Go grab a dog leash or a strap or a towel, and let's bring those hands behind the back. Holding on to that leash, that towel, that strap, or interlacing your fingers. Let's roll those shoulders up and back. Lift your hands towards the sky. Let your head be heavy. Little tuck of your chin. Give your head a little shake if you need to. Let's rock the weight forward and back. Heels to toes. And just breathe. Great release in that lower back, through those glutes, through the backs of the legs, and this amazing stretch through the shoulders and through the chest. Let's slowly bring the hands to the small of the back. Center your weight. Release the hands. Let them just hang. Breathe. And we're going to slowly lower the bottom. Adjust the feet however you need to. Hopefully they're in the right position. And we're going to bring those hips down, bottom down, as low as you can, and lift the chest. Now, if we need to stay in frog pose today because we're taking special care of those hips or those knees, yep, that's a perfect place to be. If the knees are like, yeah, I'm ready, hips are ready, come into garland. And we're going to press the outer edge of our foot. So we have this tendency to kind of roll inward, and that outer edge of the foot lifts, knees come in. I want you to work to press that outer edge of your foot into the mat. Lift the chest. A little press of the elbows to the insides of your knees. Releasing that right hand to the inside of your foot. Left arm extends to the sky. Reach it up. So remember, we're being gentle. We're being kind. We're taking care of our bodies. And gently pull it back to center. And once again, left hand to the inside of the left foot. Right arm extends to the sky. Mindful of that lower back. Mindful of those hips. Those knees, we pull it back to center. Release your hands. Slowly begin to extend those legs. Breathe. Let's heel toe those feet in to hip width apart to our forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Hips back towards the heels. Forehead towards the mat. Just nice big deep breaths. And we're going to inhale up to a modified high plank. Knees remain on the mat. Core is strong. We're going to slowly lower ourselves all the way down onto the mat. All the way down onto the tummy. Nose, chin, forehead, or your cheek. You can even stack that left hand underneath you for your cheek to rest against if you like. We're going to reach that right foot up. Oh, I already felt that in my quads. Reaching back with that right hand. Can you find your foot? This is another great one. If you have a strap and you've got some tension or tightness going on in that right quadricep, wrap it around your ankle and pull it in. If you can find your foot, take a hold of it and draw that heel right towards the center of your right glute. As you draw your heel in, has that right hip lifted? Can you feel space between your hip and the mat? If so, press that hip back towards the mat. Breathe, stretching the knee. Yeah, definitely the front of that right leg. Find your breath. And gently release the intensity, releasing that right foot, and we're going to transition now to the other side. So if you like, nose, chin, or your cheek, either to the mat or to that right hand, and we bring that left foot in. Reaching back with that left hand, can you find your foot? Take a hold of it, adjust that strap if you need it, and then just gently draw that heel in towards your bum. Now can you feel that space between the front of your pelvis and the mat? I want you to press the front of that pelvis towards the ground, feeling that beautiful stretch down the front of that left leg. Now release the intensity, but keep a hold of that left foot. And we're going to release that right hand from underneath us, and we're going to come forehead to the mat. So just a little tuck of your chin towards your chest, drawing that right foot in. Pulling those heels in towards your bottom. Now listening to your knees, listening to your body, we're going to open up those feet, and we're going to transition our hands to the inside of the arch of your foot. And we're just going to let the arms be heavy. We're going to gently press the palms of the hands against the arch of the foot to draw the outer edge of your feet towards the earth. Now, if it's more comfortable for you, yes, you can come over onto the side of your face, right or left. You decide. Releasing the intensity, bringing those feet back towards one another. Release one foot and then the other. Hands right by your chest. Press it back to child's pose. Releasing through that lower back. Giving those hip flexors a little love. Taking your time, walk your hands over to one side. Come onto your hip, sweep those feet around, and slide on down towards the top of your mat. Extending the legs out nice and long. Reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, tummy down, chest down, hands, and then relax the weight of your head. Just gently letting that head be heavy. Breathe. So it's all about movement, guys. Keep moving, whatever it is. When we stop and we sit and we forget about moving, it's the kiss of death, you guys. Keep moving, keep doing, but keep being gentle and kind to your body. It is not about winning races. It's about staying healthy and strong. Getting healthy and strong. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet, lower those arms, and slowly roll it back. And if you are a super competitive person, right, and you're in competitive sports, you do all kinds of intense activity, it is equally, if not more important for you to take some time to stretch, to move, to breathe. Let's draw that right knee in, hands to the shin just below your knee. And just gently pull it in. If that's too much for that lower back, bend your left knee, place the left sole of the foot against the earth. If it feels okay to you, keep it long, because that's just this really nice stretch down the front of that left hip flexor. And as we pull that right knee in, just a release for that right hip flexor. Let's roll the ankle. Doesn't matter which direction. But yes, if you are a competitive person, you guys, overuse, overactivity of your body, We pay for it later in life. I promise, I can tell you. Now it's just about waking up and moving pain-free. Point and flex your foot. Keeping that body happy so that I can do what I want to do when I want to do it. Now release that intensity, and we're going to pull that right knee up towards the right armpit and extend left arm out to a T. Let's reach down, taking a hold anywhere along the outside of that right leg or your foot, and we're going to extend that right leg, allowing it to open out to the side. So you can take a hold of the outside of the foot, or you can even take a hold of the big toe. I just want the weight of that right arm to help influence the stretch here. Using the strength, those obliques on that left side, keep that left hip from lifting off of the mat. Now slowly extend that arm. So full extension of that arm, relax the weight of the arm, the weight of the leg, and use that strength. You should feel that oblique on that left side working to keep that left hip down. So we don't want to roll to the side and let that leg come down. We want it to hover wherever it is. If that's high, it's high. If it's low, it's low. So you are where you are in your practice, and just own it and feel a sense of success for being here. Thank your body for allowing you to come to these wonderful places, these stretches. Now slowly lifting the leg back towards the sky. Release your hand, extend your right arm out to a T, bend that right knee, cross your left hand over to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Now turn. Oh, just felt another crack. And take your gaze out over that right arm. Close your eyes. Just feeling all the different sensations without judgment or criticism. Because guys, when we think and we say negative things, your body responds to that negative energy. So yeah, you might go, I'm a little tight today. Must be from all that activity I did yesterday or the day before. Feeling pretty lucky to be able to do all of these things. Instead of, oh my God, what's wrong with my body? I can't do anything. No, my friends, you can do a whole lot of things, and focus on all that you can do. We roll it back to center, and the more we do these gentle stretches, coming back and moving and breathing, the more we get to do each and every day. Extend that right leg, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Oh, do you notice that right leg feels a little bit longer than your left? That always feels super cool to me. Drawing that left knee in, hands to your shin, just below that left knee. We got to catch that left leg up. Breathe. Drawing those shoulders down and away. Because we are doing so many amazing things for our bodies, for our mind, for our heart, for your nervous system, letting go of anxiety, stress, worries, negative energy. But all the while, you guys were standing taller. Hate to give away my height, but I was 5'4" from the 7th grade on. And then I started teaching in my early 20s. And I had a physical about 5-6 years after beginning teaching. Let's pull that left knee out to the left, and right arm extends out to a T. So just pulling that left knee in up towards your armpit. Had a physical 5 or 6 years after starting teaching, and was told I was 5'5". And I was like, what? No, I've been 5'4" for 100 years. So they measured me again, and I said, no, no, no. And finally the gal was like, what do you do? And I told her, and she said, it's because your posture's better. You stand taller. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how cool is that? Bring that left hand to the outside of your leg and extend. And I am not an anomaly, you guys. I have had other people express to me that that same thing has happened to them. So with that left leg out, you can take a hold of the outer edge of your foot or the big toe with your first 2 fingers and your thumb, and we're going to let that left leg open. So we're going to let that left leg open out to the side as far as it's willing to go. And we're going to work to keep that right hip from lifting. So those right obliques, can you feel them? It's pretty cool when you can feel them. That's what's holding you there. Your body is amazing, you guys. Tell those obliques that you're pretty psyched to have them on board, that it's pretty cool to feel them. And that mind-body awareness that we find through doing our practices and coming to these different places, you guys, it impacts everything we do. Our walking, our running, our skipping, whatever it is, you're dancing, skiing, tennis, any kind of sports you do, the more you are aware of that mind-body connection, the better you are, the more efficient you are, the less you'll get injured. Now let's slowly lift that left leg back towards the sky. So if you have something cool like that, you guys, that you've experienced, like that me growing an inch after being 5'4" for 100 years, let's release that leg, bend the left knee, share with me. I'd love to hear it. Crossing that right hand to the left knee and pull it across. Oh, yes. So good. And there's another crack. We turn and take our gaze out over that left arm. Finding yoga, you guys, has been the biggest blessing in my life, besides my family, of course. But I mean, as far as an activity or something that I could add to my life, it's been a game changer. And if you're just starting your journey, you guys, keep the faith. I know it can be frustrating and I know it's hard. This is by no means easy. Even when I say gentle stretches, doesn't mean that they're easy, right? And those of you guys who have been doing stretching and practicing yoga for a while, you know this. And you know the benefits of sticking with it and being consistent. You guys, it will change your world. It will change your perspective. It is pretty freaking awesome. Releasing that right hand, rolling back to center. Extending left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower the leg down. And allow it to come to rest. So just feeling the length in both legs. I want you to draw those toes back towards your shins and flex your feet. Now roll those toes to the outside and point your toes. Continue that rotation. Toes point straight ahead, and we pull those toes straight back. Let's do that rotation one more time. Pull them back as far as they'll go. Rotate those feet out. Point the toes. Roll those legs back to center, and pull the feet back in. We're going to reverse that. So we're going to point the toes. We're going to roll to the outside and flex the feet and pull it back to center one more time. Point your toes. Roll through the ankles, through the legs, flex your feet, and roll it back to center. Let's pull one foot in towards your bottom, and then the other. And we're going to heel toe those feet out to the outside edge of your mat, or a little bit less than that, so just kind of whatever feels good to you. And let's bring those arms overhead, stacking one hand on top of the other. Now, if you are working on mobility and flexibility through the shoulders, and this is not a great place for you to be, rest your hands on your tummy. Just one hand stacked on top of the other. So either place, and if you're like, I don't like either one of those places, just find a comfortable place for your hands to rest. Toes are slightly turned inward. Knees are just totally relaxed. And breathe. Eyes are soft, jaws relaxed. Just aware of each breath we take. So the work we do, helping us to remain healthy, strong, flexible, for years and years and years to come. So whether you are an athlete, a desk jockey, a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home dad, if you sit driving, whatever it is. You guys, whatever activities you do, I promise you this will just make them all better. It will make your body happier. It will help clear your mind, giving you a sense of peace and grounding, helping to put things in perspective if you let it. Let's just gently bring the hands behind the thighs, pulling those knees in. We're going to crisscross at the ankles, reach down, taking a hold at the ankles, and we're just going to pull those feet in nice and tight, drawing those shoulder blades down and against the earth. Release your hands, crisscross the legs in the opposite direction. So just put the other leg on top, reaching down, taking a hold of your feet or your ankles, your shins, whatever feels good to you. And just gently pull, nestling those shoulder blades down against the earth. We release those feet, bringing the hands behind your thighs. Let's rock it up. Or just find a safe way to come back up. We turn, coming to easy pose, sitting up nice and tall. Rest your hands comfortably. Find your breath. Feel the length in your spine. Hopefully you find a smile on your face. I wish you the very best day. Take care of yourselves. Be well. Let's gently pull the hands to heart center, a little tuck of the chin towards the chest. A gentle, quiet namaste.